What's up, everybody? Hey, it's Flipmasters back with another F&D Texas Destination America video. That's right, guys, we're doing another van life deal. And guess what we're doing today? We're doing foam insulation, reflectix, we're putting it on the walls and on the flooring, and we're doing the floors. So check it out.
It's about to go down.
Okay, so let's get this van swept up and get it ready to rock and roll. Okay, so now that we got the floor all swept up and everything, we're going to use some caulking to go ahead and seal all the old holes in here. Now, it's probably not the best stuff to use, but this is what I'm going to use because later on might want to install some seats or something. Okay, now that we got it all swept up, we're going to go ahead and start on getting out all of the stuff on the floor cleaned up and wiped down so we can go ahead and get the reflectix down on the floor. Okay, now that the wifey cleaned everything, as you see, was, oh my god, super amazing that she did all that. A lot of work. Totally looks different in here. I mean, take a look. And we're talking like a complete overhaul of, you know, everything. I was just going to throw it all together. Wifey's right. Alright, so what I've done is I actually cut some of this reflectix into 2.5 inch strips. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use this Loctite spray adhesive and we're going to spray it down to the floor, and that'll be some of our insulation. Now, the nice thing about doing it in between these slats right here, if you look, in between these slat pieces like this, is when we put down the masonite, which is what I'm going to use on the floor here for the subfloor, these won't get squished. It'll actually keep its R value. So no pressure against them, and they'll sit in these grooves. So that'll help a lot. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that. Y'all follow along.
Sunshine, goodbye rain. She's wearing my school ring on her chain. She's my steady, I'm her man. I'm gonna love her all I can. This baby's
Okay, pieces like these right here, these little gaps, what we'll do is just cut some excess out and we'll just put them and fill the gaps up. Actually, it's not 100% necessary, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. Just cut and fill the gaps out. Okay, so there's the reflectix down in all of the grooves. So let me check it. Let's take a look. There's a wrap. Okay, now it's time for the insulation pad. Decibel removal. So Wifey and I sat back, we talked about it for a little while, and we kind of come up with a decision. We're not going to put the masonite down on the floor, and the reason why is it's not necessary. It's just adding more weight to the floor, and we can use the masonite for cabinetry and stuff like that. Instead, we're just going to go ahead and put the laminate wood slats straight onto the floor, onto the pad, and to the reflectix down here. It's plenty strong enough, and it will provide the R factor we're looking for as well, without crushing too much of the material underneath it. There's no need to go excessive with the masonite. So this is how we're going to do it, and we're going to start up at the very front here, and we're actually going to go from side to side with the slats. So it should be a pretty interesting look, and we should be able to put the plastic molding back down for the entrance and for the rear. So y'all keep up with it, take a look. Okay, as you can see, there's a seam that's right here along this board on this carpet. Now I'm going to use that seam as my guide to cut this. Put the seam together, line it up with the seam, and we'll make the initial cut. That way the carpet kind of lays right over the top. Nice clean look. Okay, so to cut this angle and drill this hole right here, first things first is I'm going to mark the location of the hole so I don't have to worry about it. So let's do that with a pencil. We'll come right here and just draw a little line. And I'm going to come back here. Obviously I can't draw, so I'm going to grab a little piece of electric tape, cut a little square off, cut a little point out of it. So now I'm going to go here and I'm going to put it on the carpet. Now all I gotta do is just line those up when I put the board down and drill the hole, and I'll be supposedly good to go. To get the exact way I want to cut this, the fastest way that I've known, since there's so many angles in a vehicle, I know this is about 3 inches. In the front here it's 3, in the back it's 3.5. So that way I know I can go back 3.5, and then I put my mark down. So let's do that real quick. So I know my spots right here. Come back here, come back 3.5, and now I can take my little guide, which a straight edge would probably work better, but I'm using a little board. And there we go. And there's my angle. That's the quickest way. Cut it, and good to go. Now that I got my angle cut, now I don't know if that's exactly how you do it, but that's the way I'm doing it. It's easy for me.
Kidding. Little punk tries to throw me off a train. We get into a fight and he falls off. Cops ask me why I did a thing like that. I tell them why. For 3 hours I tell them why. They don't believe me.
I pretty much nailed it. So that marking right there does kind of work. So little trick to help y'all find your mark that you're looking for. Now just tighten that down. Now that will help hold all of that in place all the way over. So I'm leaving, like I said, a couple of these bolts here and there, and these should be covered up by plastic. And if not, don't matter, because the plastic goes to here. All this is going to get cut out anyway. That should work really good. So, cross the fingers it works. Last one done! Yay! Oh, goodness gracious. Finally got the last piece in, flooring finished. So awesome. And look, to show how far we actually got off, we went off just a tiny bit. I mean, less than probably about 1/8 of an inch across the entire thing, maybe 1/4 of an inch. But not bad, considering that you get a lot of cuts and turns and stuff like that. So also there's going to be a little bit of trim fix and things like that. Stuff that I noticed that I'm going to have to fix and touch up and stuff like that. Might have to do some wood filler because I got a little crack over on one side that unfortunately happened when I dropped the tool on it, or probably when I was pushing the pieces together. No big deal, it can be fixed really quick. We'll do that touch-up type stuff whenever we're done with the walls or we're putting the walls up, because I'm going to use spray foam inside of the plastic molding for the door entrance. So we'll do that when that time comes, and then we'll do an overall check it out shot. All right, it's awesome, guys. Thank you for watching. Flooring is done. Now it's time to move on to the panels and get the reflectix up and the foam that we have left up on the walls, and then get our panels back up. Then we'll move on to the building of all of the fun stuff, including the bed frame and the cabinetry. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.